like for real.
Interesting choice.
Grand finals. Oh, right first before. All right, get this started. The Kragg. Maybe this is like a planned Shovel Knight counter pick. Like you're not trying to mess with Shovel Knight under his own, or mess with Shovel Knight in a little bit more of a glass floor kind of a case that Wrastor can be. So you experiment with the Kragg, go heavy on heavy.
Yeah.
And hey, it's always good to have a secondary or have a counter pick idea. Like I think having characters in most fighting games is going to help you once like as solved as well, not even that's not even true. Like I was gonna bring up Melee as one that's relatively solved, but
Yeah.
even Fox players are picking up Sheik for Marth, and Marth players are picking up Fox for like that.
You know, I think at this level of play, you're going to get way more mileage out of just improving at your one character. Maybe it's good for like a top player to have a secondary, but I don't know.
Yeah, improvement, different argument, and you are, I do agree that you should focus, you should definitely have a definitive main versus a definitive secondary if you are going to try and pick up two characters and put more time into that main. But if you, like, in a vacuum, I feel like having a secondary, or at the very least another character in your pocket that you can pull out for certain matchups or certain situations that feel right, depending on how good your game sense is. Like I feel like that's only going to be helpful. And let's see how helpful it is. That transition. There we go. Okay, Meeles off to a strong start. Quick 45. No big deal.
Yep. Just kind of rolling and dash attacking past one another. Oh, that could be it. Oh,
Now, Mild, if you're...
That was so close to death.
Mild, if you're still in chat, this may be beneficial for you to show like how good up air is as a combo finisher, and just how many situations where it proves prevalent over fair or bear, specifically in center stage. If you're still here, of course. But either way, that's still it's still really solid to see Aichi like commit to those vertical kill moves, since these will be normally a lot more consistent. Nice. Super solid combo out of the side B.
And just catching that jump with the down strong, very solid. Getting clipped by the anchor. Again, we've sort of been talking about this all tournament, but you don't want to just start committing to charging a strong. You want to punish on your edge guard reactively, right? Because that just lets you get reversaled. Meeles saw that it was charging, knew that he could hit him for it with up B.
Very wide pillar. Usually that allows players to get out there and mess with them, but Meeles was a little bit too far.
Yeah, and I mean, there we saw reacting to the up B landing rather than preemptively charging a strong and letting Meeles drift away.
Punishing Chester. All right, love to see it. And
love the back airs. Oh. I really like how aggressive.
Yeah, that's a pretty decent trade, not gonna lie. If you're Aichi, like it's something that Meeles might have been in a rough spot regardless, so you have to take the stock trade over anything else. But if you're Aichi, that's just kind of the exact position you want to be in after such a rough start. Yeah, that trade, it's fine. Oh, he committed too early to the tilt. Kind of assumed it would hit, which still let him get punished for it.
I really like Meeles' dare usage.
Yeah, he commits to it pretty well, but always
that's a little more suspect.
He always kind of commits to these moves when he already has like momentum going. So
yeah,
he's able to keep himself mobile even if it's not weaving in and out. And yeah, that's the. That's,
I like how you said momentum and mobile.
yeah. You know.
Yeah, that are, relic names.
Oh yeah. God, pick up on that at all. Haha. Anyway, some stuff from game one for Meeles. Also for Meeles, it's probably pretty easy to kind of fall for that bait though. I can understand why that just kind of worked in a high string situations that where like 1-2 of the Dust Gauntlets into a charge F strong, you bait out the parry, you bait out the potential tap or whatever out because you have that extra. As Aichi does in fact back to Blazing Hideout. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I can understand that, Aichi. What I find interesting is that it wasn't even that bad of an L. Like, it was a last stock, last hit kind of game. You fell for a pretty, like, a common mix-up, but it's still a mix-up. Like, I don't know. With a set to play, maybe you go 2 games with a Kragg, maybe you don't. I mean, it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I think it, just do whatever you're feeling. If you're feeling Wrastor and not Kragg, that's,
yeah,
I think that's a good decision.
That's absolutely valid, yeah. Plus, you had the ability to counterpick as well, so maybe you go for a counterpick that's really strong for Wrastor, and you could have then switched off in the next game because you're going to Meeles' counterpick.
And the parry on the side be very nice. But sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm just thinking about like character counterpick theory and how like you have this character that's really strong on X stage and you can counterpick there. So you can switch over to Wrastor and be fine. And if you're a little bit more comfortable in the matchup raw with Kragg because of just practice or pre-bracket experience with other Shovel Knight players, then you can switch back to Kragg or Meeles' counterpick and see what that gets you. Again, this kind of experimental idea comes with the super solid combo, by the way.
Yeah, really nice conversion there. Aichi's just been kind of a step above with his ability to consistently actually convert neutral wins into stocks or into a maintained advantage state. Has a really clear idea of what he wants to get with Wrastor.
It's been pretty good to see, and it's why it's kind of the next step up for a lot of players in this game, and you can kind of see that with Aichi like starting to take shape, like or not even starting but actually taking solid shape and form. Like you need to make sure that when you win neutral, like it actually matters instead of just getting these 1 to 2 big hits, as saying prior, where it's like I won neutral and I got a smash attack, like. Fine.
And now we're in neutral again.
Yeah, it's better than nothing. It's better than losing neutral, but it doesn't. It has no staying power.
Yeah. All of those stocks very clean. First stock was parrying Shovel Knight side B, which it takes a lot of confidence and timing to do. Second stock was that nice combo into the up strong. Third stock was Nara strong. Aichi just really consistent with the punishes and with the setups.
Yeah, it just seemed like he was good, flat out, like good at understanding where on the stage he can to reset his advantage and how long he can combos go. In most cases, was until SK died.
Yeah.
Stage background's so weird. Training room. It's funky.
Yeah.
It's a good kind of funky, and I'm glad that it has this skin. But give me platforms, please. Thanks. Bye.
I hope they do the taunt thing, where you like get it to show a tip.
Oh yeah. Go Orby.
Aichi is relying a lot on Nair in Slipstream to just sort of get in neutral. I'd like to see Meeles maybe catch on to that and start going for like jab or something to just stuff out the Nair, because Shovel Knight's hitboxes for the most part will just beat Wrastor's hitboxes if the Shovel Knight times it right.
Yeah, it's the power of having a disjoint, but
Yeah.
It still comes down to like how and when he's able to get out those hitboxes entirely, because Aichi seems to be really suffocating with his advantage thus far. So you can never sleep on Shovel Knight's raw damage output and just like raw kill power.
That air dodge through the up B to get a punish was really, really smart too. The punish itself didn't really pan out, but it was smart.
Yeah, I mean that's the important.
The little hop to collect the fish.
I think what's important. Okay, yeah. I mean, this is kind of where Rivals Recess really is at its best, where you experience a lot of varying characters at similar levels, so you can get a lot of that matchup experience. I forgot my first point.
Top 8, 5 Elianas.
Yeah. Well, that's.
But no, the point is taken. I think that's generally true.
Yeah, for the most part.
Ooh, just rough DI on the F tilts and then rough DI on the F strong. Yeah, the way you want to DI Shovel Knight F tilt and fair is if you're hit by it at the hilt, you want to DI up and in because then you can jump out. If you're hit by it towards the middle or towards the tip, you want to DI down and out in tech. If you do DI out on the inside hit or DI in on the outside hit, you're gonna get F smashed or just continue the train and you're gonna die.
Oh, that was my other point that I was thinking of. Meeles is a big fan of SK downstrong.
Yeah.
Which is it's worked out thus far.
Yeah. And yeah, taking that game pretty convincingly.
Yeah, that's I guess the power of Endless Abyss or Training Room.
Stinky stage.
SK does a really nice job of catching landings if they're allowed to control space, and all tutorial grid is just raw space for SK to control and to get over, especially with momentum mail on deck. Didn't have, he chose the strong attack, but that comes with the benefit of, while Wrastor's airspeed is really, really good, he doesn't cover horizontal as quickly as he covers vertical.
Yeah.
Game 4 of grand finals. Eventually we will comes the looks like he missed his jump input, so that caused that combo to end prematurely. Certainly unfortunate, but he keeps it going, so no harm, no foul.
Yeah. Yeah, it looked like he was gonna whiff punish the Shovel Knight Dare out of hit stun there, but just opted to back off and throw Slipstream instead. Didn't end up mattering, but a little bit more aggression there could have helped extend advantage more. And yeah, people gotta DI out on Shovel Knight stuff, man.
Yeah, I mean he was hit closer to the hilt though, and that's
true. That's true.
I don't know.
Just in general, I feel like Meeles just all night has been landing F tilde F strong, and that's like not something that should be consistent at all.
Yeah, I mean that's Rivals
But I mean,
Recess.
if it works, like there's nothing against Meeles. Like if it keeps working, keep doing it. I'm just saying Meeles' opponents should DI it better.
Yeah, that's where it comes with what Aichi was saying in chat. Like the SK inexperience, it can really come into play.
Rough.
Man, how many of these fish are you gonna get?
Nice up clap though, even it back up. Yeah, and I mean, lack of matchup knowledge is totally understandable. Shovel Knight's weird to fight.
Yeah, at very least, I don't know if this is actually true, but at very least he has been banning Fire Capital, so +1 points for that.
Very true.
That,
Falling out.
that
Oh,
up
that was kind of nice. Almost.
Yeah, unfortunate for SK up air being just so easy to fall out of, and you.
Oh, wow. And that's the reset. Right?
Yeah, no, that is back the reset. That's not show. Yeah, oof. That's it's a big oof coming out from Aichi. We head over to True Finals.
See if Aichi can figure something out, make some adaptations, and bring it home, or if Meeles is going to take it.
Those and get the next set, which is the same players, but it is still the next set. Either way, game 1 of the reset. What's up?
Going to gates.
Pretty consistent starter. Like,
yeah. Was Aichi using the skin before?
No.
Yeah, got the switch to the I think the champion Wrastor. Gonna maybe find some strength.
I feel like color counter picks mostly is just for aesthetic, but there is ways you can apply solid theory to it. Like there was a player from from New England, that the color of his skin would symbolize the way he had to play against players, and actively switching would remind him of that. Like if he was red, he'd play more aggro. If he was green, he'd play more defensive. And it was just like an in-game reminder, so he didn't get too far ahead of himself, which was
interesting.
Like a neat way to go about like color coordination and play style. Will it work for everybody? Who knows? Probably not, actually. But it's
Aichi. Yeah, Aichi really consistent with the parries on Shovel Knight side B, which is not easy, especially with online and turning nerves.
Yeah, online
showing just control of your character, of understanding space, and that was an excellent conversion. Is laddering him way up to the top and purpling. Aichi looking like found some resolve here. Figured something out between sets.
Champion skin, champion mindset, and champions read DI like that.
Oh, although
it was tied at 50. God, SKF strong, man.
Yeah.
It's a heck of a move. Here it comes out. Good weave thanks to the slipstream in order to get out of danger just in case. And like when it comes to air, it's like Aichi's doing a really great job of forcing Meeles into the air and then keeping him there. Like he's been bouncing him up and down and all around these platforms without letting him touch the actual base of the stage whenever he finds these huge hits. So
yeah, if you don't want to deal with Shovel Knight F strong, just keep him in the air. Like
don't.
Yeah, just keep hitting him. Just kill him.
Yeah, just kill him.
Yeah. Can't F strong if you're dead.
Pretty close to that thus far. The momentum mail is going to make it a little bit more tricky.
Picking up gear.
An interesting late game item. But
Yeah.
I guess he only had the money for it. Gear's rather cheap.
Yeah. Yeah, I really like Gear's ability to just sort of control space. Ooh, and missing the parry on the anchor there. That'll do it.
Not dying out of it.
Well, Shovel Knight at 192, Wrastor at 0.
Even.
Both at kill percent.
Yep. Alright, parry on the gear. Alright, it's very least good to see that they're aware of that.
Last hit situation here.
No way. Come on. Really? Really?
Like I said, last hit. Last stock. That Meeles making a really good comeback game 1, catching unfortunate DI on the bear.
That's oof. Not gonna lie, oof. Like, it's one of those games that just deflates you. Because I mean,
I feel like the way to think about that, if you're Aichi, is you were winning the whole game, you were outplaying him, you adapted, and then you just got caught with bad DI, and like that happens. But it's not gonna happen another 2 games this set. Like that game is like a proof of theory that Aichi can win. I think that's how you have to think about that.
Yeah, just good concepts, lacking execution. But execution comes with time. You've got the time. It's a long best of 5s.
Yeah.
In platform fighters are long.
Yeah, I mean, even like good execution, except for DIing that bear at the end, right? Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Crucial errors. Or of select crucial errors. We'll have to see how it goes. Tower of Heaven. Okay, solid DI at the start, up and out. Get him right out of the F strongs. Learning. This is the third upper. That could have been quite huge. Parry as well to try and keep it going at the very least. The slipstream certainly helping him in that regard.
Yep. Ooh, good tech.
Yeah, tech rolled so he could be missing the finisher. I think that's certainly where Aichi can suffer with some of his combo game. Really great parry, no punish whatsoever, but still solid parry. Some of his combo game, he plays a little bit too reserved and therefore doesn't follow as well as he should for these finishers, which can lead to spots like this where you still die first despite having a 100% lead. You're playing a little bit too safe. Yeah, that won't do it for a while. Fortunate, but now at least you can get some stuff started again without having to worry about finding a stray kill move and get yourself back into combo. Get your opponent back into combo.
And just jumping right over the charged F strong there. Not jumping over that one though, and some sus DI is gonna be death. Ooh, and sus DI and the tornado as well. Just trading stocks.
That's what I mean, right? That started very low. That tornado started very, very low. But it's still a prominent finisher, and it's worth it to at very least, like, you're testing Meeles' DI check.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, careful with that DI on down strong though, that's for sure. Starting to hunt for some of these big F strongs a little bit more. Damage is racking up plentifully.
Ooh. I love Wrastor aerial down B. It's just so cool.
I like the effect that it has, both in aerial. Hey, what a punch!
Nice scrawl. Again, though, both players throughout the set sort of dying to things that you can survive if you just have a little bit more situational awareness. Right, obviously you're not gonna like DI scrawl correctly on reaction, but like if you get parried there, you sort of know Wrastor's gonna upbeat you. You can just start holding up and in.
I guess it depends on how prepared Meeles was for any given input. Right? Like, is it a foregone conclusion that it's an up B there? Usually, yeah, but
I mean, Aichi's been parry punishing with up B very consistently these sets, and also like unless he runs past you and crosses you up, like you're never gonna die for doing up and in there.
I mean,
but you'll die for not doing up and in, which is what happened.
I mean, we have the benefit of we've seen more than one Aichi sets compared to me. This is now game.
True. This is game like.
4 games.
6?
5. Yeah, this will be game 7. They've played
Game
6
7.
games.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I know what you mean though. It's just kind of what's Wrastor's grounded kill move? Oh, exclusively upbeat? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought he was gonna like combo off of it. Oh, the double parry and the
He only parried a jab though, so it's
yeah.
perfectly fine. Jab check's important. It's actually something that given Shovel Knight's incredibly fast jab, it's something we haven't seen more.
Yeah.
Just as just like he can wave dash forward, especially the momentum mail, like wave dash forward and just test the waters.
Yeah, it's such a good jab. Aichi, though, in general, doing a really nice job sort of using Wrastor's jumps and general aerial mobility to sort of just weave in and out of Shovel Knight's threat bubble and hit him. Unfortunately, having more trouble closing out the stock. And if... Ooh, okay, good. Fell out of the up air. That was almost death.
Pushing pretty hard,
Yeah,
but
okay.
the DI gets him out of the...
Ooh, and rough DI in the S-strong. That one's... I'm a little surprised that one didn't purple, honestly. Probably needed very precise DI.
Still living. That's the... This is a Wrastor and Aichi's Achilles heel, like finding the stocks when it matters.
Yeah, this is just the Marthritis. What do you hit here? Like, what do you do? Oh, and that's really rough. Catching DI out on the dare with F strong with like 240% 3 stock. That's a rough way to go.
I mean, I can understand being pissed in a spot like that, Aichi.
Yeah, yeah, that's frustrating. Just like not being able to find the stock.
Yeah, you're forcing yourself to think in a lot more linear ways at that point then, because you're like, oh, I need to find this kill right now. I don't even know like
what Wrastor's looking for there. Like what kill, like up tilt? I don't even know like what Wrastor's options are, because there are no like setups left.
Yeah,
like up tilt nair maybe. I don't know. That's just a rough situation. Like maybe I don't know, like slipstream something.
Maybe you're kind of like dash attack to dash attack to clap, up tilt back air, raw scrawl. Yeah, and against Shovel Knight probably like nair and
bear. You can probably whiff punish stuff with like flat drop bear.
Yeah. But if you have slipstream up low enough, maybe dash attack becomes an option. Clap. And even still then, raw clap collapse could be a little bit safer than a raw scrawl, but at 250. That's just... It's the weakness of the character, and arguably his only weak. Depending on how you feel. Raw scrawl is old. Noted. Game 4 going. Same stage.
Aichi's game plan, I guess, just to try to divide the 250% dealt over multiple stocks this time.
Ah, right, ledge. That makes sense. Yeah, just like, hey, if I could kill you at like 130, then again at 120, we're both at last stock.
Yeah. Or right now at 93, but not quite.
Just not. But still, that's at least putting the fear into Meeles, and it sets up for other stuff.
Yeah, but like almost dying to torn. Ooh, that's rough. Missing the tech on the block.
Now that's tilting. Because it doesn't even feel like you got killed or outplayed by your opponent, just like an errant random object.
Yeah. And here, Meeles just racking up the percent. It's feeling like a repeat of last game. If you're Aichi here, you probably really want to find the stock quickly and not let it snowball like last game. And doing just that, punishing the shop.
There comes 3.
And now we're back to even.
More than even? No, it was too low to get to fully kill, but that's still, again, like, that's good damage, and throwing out those full combos just, like, it just kind of feels good, right? To finish a combo and to know that, like, oh yeah, I got max damage.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like that's really important in low to mid levels. It's like playing a game and feeling good about it, feeling good about your decision making is honestly step 1 before. Well, practice is step 0, but step 1 is just to make sure that when you're playing, it doesn't feel like you're playing off tilt or misinputting.
Yeah, good DI in the F strong there, which I think is notable given that there's been so much bad DI in F strong. Like having the presence of mind to DI correctly there, I think that shows that like Aichi's still got fight in him, you know, still adapting.
Yeah,
and taking that stock, and we're back to even.
Yeah, not letting him get to 200, instead just kind of exclusively looking for bear in that spot was, I mean, it's the way you gotta have to play sometimes after your thresholds are gone. Like, I'm gonna throw out my raw kill moves. Oh, that would have killed if it hit, but Aichi DIing down and away to get away from it, and now has a second lease on life. Not okay. Yeah, the damage just gone.
I don't even know what move that was that like landed on the plat. Felt super weird. But Aichi just doing a great job sort of air camping Shovel Knight with all of his jumps, all of his mobility, and just whiff punishing the greedy options and takes the game that way.
Yeah, it's
very, very nice stuff. Good adaptation.
It's a whiff punish they hadn't been going for as well. Like, you would kind of let SK throw out his big move. Like, I'm just gonna not deal with him. But when you,
and I mean, the flip side of that is Meeles getting really frustrated there and just deciding to charge an up strong. Like,
you throw the block up, but you actually expected to hit anything?
Yeah. I think he was hoping to sort of edgeguard with it, because at that point Wrastor was like high on that side of the stage, but you have to remember that Wrastor is super fast in the air and can be behind you and hitting you before you finish charging the strong.
Yeah. It's the slipstream though, which keeps that combo to a minimum. That is why Meeles likes down strong. Because even after parry punishes or in kind of spaghetti situations like that, a lot of players throw out the panic parry, and down strong beats that. It beats that without having to worry about beating. The slipstream like ran out.
Oh, that's rough. That's just unfortunate. This is game 5 of Sep 2, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so this is everything's on the line here.
This is the last set of the tournament, whether both players like it or not.
Oh, going for a down air there instead of clap or scraw, that's rough. Just a little bit of spaghetti.
A lot of bit of spaghetti. Yes, Aichi starting to
and
tunnel.
That DIN that strong. That's frustrating. Definitely easy to get tilted in this situation, but takes the stock. Just has to take 2 more.
Oh yeah, the dare was fine. He was you're tunneling too hard and now you're overextending. Like that's really what this game looks like to me, where you're despite it not being game 3 is still very conscious in your mind and you don't want it to happen again. So you're just throwing yourself at the Shovel Knight and seeing what sticks. And
that's it.
And nothing
Meeles takes the bracket.
Yeah.
Congrats to Meeles. Congrats to Aichi. Great play from both.
Yeah, just red vision, straightforward. I'm gonna blow the Shovel Knight up when I get the hit. And Meeles, Shovel Knight's so good, especially with things like down air, at counter hitting. But GG's to everybody that joined, and GG's to that grand finals. That was really good, despite the
Yeah.